Lampard to sign new Coventry contract. Frank Lampard is set to be in charge of Coventry when they face Arsenal, the first game of the Premier League season. Sky Sports News have reported that Lampard is close to agreeing a new deal with the newly promoted club. Lampard is approaching the final year of his contract, but talks are progressing over a long-term deal. Coventry City manager Frank Lampard has held positive talks over a new contract. The 47-year-old led the Sky Blues to Premier League promotion last season, winning the championship title in the process. But his existing deal expires at the end of next season, and Lampard's success at Coventry has seen his stock rise considerably and attracted interest from other clubs, including Fulham. However, talks over a new deal at the Midlands club are underway and have been described as positive amid hope a final agreement can be reached before the start of the new campaign. Speaking following Coventry's promotion in April, Lampard said, "There's a lot of work to do, because we know the step up will be for the football club. That's something we have to work on quickly now because of where we're at. We have to be ambitious. I know what the Premier League is, and it's going to be a challenge. We can enjoy the moment for the next 2 weeks, but of course we have to work behind the scenes to ensure we go up in the right way." Lampard replaced Mark Robins as Sky Blues manager in November 2024 when the club was 17th in the Championship, just 2 points above the relegation zone. Coventry won 16 out of the remaining 29 matches in the Championship that season, finishing in 5th place and earning a place in the playoffs. They eventually lost 3-2 on aggregate to Sunderland in the playoff semi-finals. Lampard then led them to the Championship title, winning 28 matches, the most Coventry have ever managed in a league season, and ending a 25-year wait for top-flight football. The former England midfielder started his managerial career at Derby County, before spells at Chelsea twice and Everton. Frank Lampard and Coventry City appear to be moving towards something that feels increasingly important: stability. According to BBC, Lampard has held positive talks over a new contract after guiding the Sky Blues back to the Premier League Championship title winners. His current deal expires at the end of next season, which naturally brings a little tension to a story that should otherwise feel full of optimism. Promotion has changed everything. Lampard arrived in November 2024 with Coventry 17th in the Championship and only 2 points above the relegation zone. What followed was a sharp, startling transformation. Coventry won 16 of their remaining 29 league games that season, reached the playoffs, then built again. Last season, they went further. Lampard led Coventry to the Championship title, winning 28 matches, the most the club have ever managed in a league campaign, and ending a 25-year wait for top-flight football. Success brings attention. BBC report that Lampard's work at Coventry has attracted interest from elsewhere, including Fulham. That is hardly surprising. A manager once viewed through the lens of Derby, Chelsea and Everton has now rebuilt his reputation in the Midlands. Speaking after promotion in April, Lampard said, "There's a lot of work to do, because we know the step up will be for the football club. That's something we have to work on quickly now because of where we're at. We have to be ambitious. I know what the Premier League is, and it's going to be a challenge. We can enjoy the moment for the next 2 weeks, but of course we have to work behind the scenes to ensure we go up in the right way." That phrase, "go up in the right way," feels central. Coventry cannot afford sentimentality. They need recruitment, structure, clarity and a manager fully aligned with the board. Premier League challenge demands certainty. For Coventry, a new deal would be more than reward. It would be protection. Lampard's name still carries weight, his profile still travels, and his recent success gives him fresh credibility. Yet this feels like the right moment for both parties. Coventry gave Lampard a platform when his managerial reputation needed repairing. Lampard gave Coventry belief when their season looked in danger of drifting. Now comes the harder part. The Premier League is unforgiving, especially for promoted clubs. Momentum helps, but it rarely survives without planning. A contract agreement before the new campaign would send a clear message that Coventry are not arriving merely to participate. From a Coventry fan's point of view, this feels like the conversation that had to happen quickly. Promotion was magical, but the Premier League does not wait for anyone to get organised. Lampard is the manager who took us up. He deserves the chance to lead us into the top flight with proper backing. There is always a fear when another club starts circling. Fulham being linked makes sense because Lampard's stock has risen, but Coventry supporters will feel this project still has unfinished business. He inherited a struggling team, lifted standards, created belief, and then delivered a title-winning season that will live in club history. The concern is not whether Lampard has earned a new deal. He has. The concern is whether Coventry matches ambition. Premier League survival will require smart signings, pace, physicality, and experience. We cannot go up thinking last season's emotion will carry us through. Still, there is something powerful about continuity. Lampard knows the squad, the city now trusts him, and the players clearly respond to him. Getting this deal done before pre-season properly begins would calm everything down. For Coventry fans, this is simple. Reward the manager, back the manager, and give the club the best possible chance of staying where it fought so hard to get.